Hi, so we have Jonathan here with us who's going to share insights on the MSP landscape globally and in India. So, Jonathan, welcome. First of all, could you give us a bit of a background about yourself?
Thank you, Pooja. So I'm John. I lead the managed security services at Omnia, or Formatech, yeah. And yeah, I've been in it for about 1.5 years. And so I cover cybersecurity globally, but with a little bit more of a focus on the APEX cybersecurity market.
We'd like to know, why do you think the MSP services are essential for businesses today?
Right. So I'll answer this from a security perspective. The SMEs and the mid-market enterprises, right? They need security at the end of the day. They can't do without it because their actors are opportunistic and they'll target wherever they can. But the thing is that they can't afford to go out and hire a full security team. That's too expensive. And once you tack on all the cybersecurity tools, that's just not going to happen. It doesn't make sense. It's not feasible. So the best way to do this is really cool because they're able to bring in cybersecurity services at a very affordable price range, right? And the thing about SMEs and the thing about mid-market is that they don't just want security. They're not purchasing security as a standalone solution. They're purchasing it as a broader IT strategy. And MSPs are in a very unique position to do this because they're already delivering the IT services. So why not tack on that cybersecurity aspect as well to secure?
Okay, so a related question would be, what are the benefits that businesses can really gain out of leveraging the MSP services today?
I would say one of the biggest ones and the easiest ones to talk about is really just cost. So as I was mentioning earlier about security, bringing in a full team, that brings in so much headache, right? Because you have to hire talent, you have to retain them, which is, as we all know, a very, 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 very big challenge. So MSPs really bring in that service that you need, but at a very cost-effective and very accessible price. And most importantly, it's a sustainable price because you don't have to keep worrying about what if my security team quits? How am I going to integrate all these different tools? How am I going to provide the service for my company to just keep it going and stay in compliance, right? MSPs have this unique advantage. They're able to bring all of this in because they have the scale, and they will bring it in at a price point that is accessible and most importantly sustainable. You can do this for however long as you need to.
Okay, can you give us an insight about the existing MSP market in India and globally? And also, what are your predictions for the MSPs out there in 2025? How do you see them faring? And what are really the opportunities for the growth for such businesses?
I think the only I think there's a great opportunity because overall we're seeing cyber regulations get tighter. There's no country in the world right now which isn't focusing on cybersecurity. As far as I'm aware, a lot of countries are building new cyber regulations. Like one of my panelists mentioned, Malaysia is a key example. Existing countries with existing regulations, they're updating them, right? Just keep pace with AI and all these new technologies. So as that happens, compliance is going to be necessary. You can't just shrug it off because the government will come for you. So in that case, I think this is a golden opportunity for MSPs to really kind of help their customers be compliant. What is the return on that security investment that you're making? I think that's going to get a lot more scrutiny going forward.
Okay, Jonathan, we have just one last question for you. How do you see the new MSPs in the market really, who are looking to establish themselves? How do you see them faring themselves in this highly competitive market? And what is one advice you would want to give to them?
So I'll steal some notes from my panel earlier. At the end of the day, really know your market and know who you're targeting. So let's say you're a North American MSP and you can't apply that same playbook to an Asian market. It's just not going to work. And I think a lot of them haven't really realized that. So know your market, know them regionally, know precisely what they're looking for. Choose your horse and place your bets on it. And I would say, aside from that, collaborate. Try to collaborate with the broader ecosystem. I think cybersecurity is a very, very collaborative ecosystem. People are very, very willing to help. There's a lot of open source tools in there, and I would say collaborate with that. And of course, don't forget your national cybersecurity agencies. They are very, very valuable, especially I think in this part of the world.
Thank you so much for speaking to Digital Tech Media.
Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Johnny.